Mars, the red planet, has long captured the imagination of humanity as a potential frontier for exploration and colonization. For centuries, we've gazed up at this celestial neighbor, its fiery hue sparking dreams of extraterrestrial life and interplanetary travel. Yet, as we stand on the precipice of turning these dreams into reality, we're faced with the stark challenges of survival on an alien world. Mars is a world of extremes. It's a place where temperatures can plummet to a bone-chilling negative 80 degrees Celsius in the Martian winter. A place where the atmosphere is 100 times thinner than Earth's, composed mostly of carbon dioxide with only trace amounts of oxygen. A place where violent dust storms can engulf the entire planet, lasting for weeks and blocking out the sun. But Mars also holds the promise of discovery and adventure. It's a place where the tallest volcano and the deepest, longest canyon in the solar system exist, dwarfing those found on Earth. It's a place where water ice exists just below the surface, a tantalizing hint at the possibility of life. And it's a place where the gravity is just over 1/3 of Earth's, making every leap a flight into the unknown. Surviving on Mars would require us to overcome these harsh realities and adapt to the Martian way of life. We would need to build shelters to protect us from the cold and radiation, grow food in an environment devoid of fertile soil, generate power from the weak sunlight, and maintain our physical and mental health in isolation from our home planet. As we embark on this grand adventure, we are reminded of the words of the ancient Roman god after whom the planet is named. "I am Mars, the god of war, and I bring with me courage, fearlessness, and the spirit of adventure." We must embody these qualities as we face the challenges ahead. So how could humans possibly thrive in such a hostile environment? To survive on Mars, we must first overcome the harsh realities of its surface conditions. With temperatures that can plummet to a bone-chilling -80 degrees Celsius and dust storms that can envelop an entire region, having a secure and stable shelter is not a luxury, it's an absolute necessity. Envision living in a habitat designed specifically for the Martian environment. These aren't your typical homes. They need to withstand not only the extreme cold but also the thin atmosphere and the pervasive Martian dust. Imagine a structure with walls thick enough to insulate against the cold and airlocks to keep the thin, unbreathable atmosphere outside where it belongs. These Martian habitats would be equipped with state-of-the-art life support systems. Picture a network of devices working tirelessly to maintain a constant, comfortable temperature inside the habitat, no matter how cold it gets outside. These systems would also be responsible for providing breathable air and recycling water and waste, making the habitat a self-sustaining ecosystem. But it's not just about survival, it's about living and thriving in a new world. These habitats would be designed with the well-being of their inhabitants in mind, with living spaces that are comfortable and functional. Imagine a habitat that feels like home, even millions of miles away from Earth. The challenge of building a shelter on Mars is significant, but it's a challenge that brings with it the opportunity to innovate and push the boundaries of what's possible. As we venture into the unknown, we carry with us the spirit of curiosity and exploration that has defined humanity for centuries. Habitats designed for Martian living would need to be heavily insulated and equipped with robust life support systems to regulate temperature, provide breathable air, and recycle water and waste. It's a daunting task, but one that humanity is more than capable of achieving. After all, Mars is just another frontier waiting to be explored. Food production is another critical aspect of survival on Mars. Unlike Earth, with its lush green fields and fertile soil, Mars presents a more daunting agricultural landscape. Its red, rocky terrain is not naturally suited for cultivation, and the extreme temperatures and thin atmosphere add to the challenges. Growing food on Mars would require a blend of innovation, creativity, and sheer determination. With the lack of traditional soil, we would need to turn to alternative farming techniques. Enter hydroponics and aeroponics, two methods that could revolutionize Martian agriculture. Hydroponics is a method of growing plants without soil, using mineral nutrient solutions in a water solvent. It allows plants to grow in nutrient-rich water, with their roots directly absorbing essential minerals. This method could prove invaluable in a place like Mars, where traditional soil-based farming isn't an option. Aeroponics, on the other hand, is a process that involves growing plants in an air or mist environment without the use of soil or an aggregate medium. The roots of aeroponically grown plants are misted with nutrient-rich water, allowing the plant to absorb necessary nutrients while also conserving water. But it's not just about selecting the right farming method. The crops themselves must also be carefully chosen. Scientists are already experimenting with a variety of plants to determine which ones would thrive best in the Martian environment. Leafy greens like lettuce and spinach, root vegetables like radishes and potatoes, and even herbs and spices like basil and mint are all being tested for their Martian viability. These crops not only provide essential nutrients for a balanced diet, but also contribute to the mental well-being of astronauts by providing a taste of home in a foreign landscape. To make this all possible, Martian habitats would likely include dedicated greenhouse modules. These modules would be designed to maintain optimal conditions for plant growth, regulating temperature, humidity, and light levels, and providing a controlled environment for hydroponic or aeroponic systems. With no fertile soil to speak of, astronauts would rely on advanced farming techniques such as hydroponics or aeroponics to grow crops in controlled environments. Utilizing these methods, we could transform the barren Martian landscape into a thriving, sustainable food production center, ensuring the survival and well-being of future Martian colonists. Power generation is essential for sustaining life on Mars. Much like the backbone that supports and enables our every move, power underpins all aspects of our survival. Without electricity, there would be no means to heat our shelters, no way to run the life-supporting systems, nor to fuel the machines that help us explore the Martian landscape. To generate this vital power, we would turn to the most abundant resource available on Mars: sunlight. The Martian atmosphere, although thinner than Earth's, allows a considerable amount of sunlight to reach the surface. This makes solar power an ideal solution for our energy needs. Imagine arrays of solar panels sprawled across the red soil, silently soaking up the sun's rays and converting them into usable energy. These panels could be deployed on the surface or even integrated onto the rovers and habitats. Solar panels would harness the planet's abundant sunlight, providing the energy needed to power habitats, rovers, and other equipment. Maintaining physical and mental health is crucial for long-term survival on Mars. Imagine the challenges faced by astronauts living in a confined space, far away from Earth's familiar landscapes and comforts. Physical health is an immediate concern, with the reduced gravity on Mars leading to muscle atrophy and bone density loss. To counteract this, astronauts would need to engage in daily physical exercise, using specially designed equipment to maintain muscle tone and bone health. But we mustn't forget the importance of mental well-being. Living on Mars would be an isolating and demanding experience, requiring a high level of psychological resilience. To maintain morale and mental health, recreational activities would be essential. These might include anything from virtual reality experiences of Earth to creative pursuits, or even Martian gardening. Ensuring a sense of community and shared purpose among the crew would also be vital. Astronauts would adhere to strict exercise regimens to combat muscle atrophy and bone density loss caused by low gravity, while also engaging in activities to promote mental well-being and camaraderie. In the quest for survival, we may look to the planet itself for solutions. Mars, with its diverse and rugged terrain, holds untold potential for natural shelters. Among these, the lava tubes and caves stand out as particularly promising. Born from volcanic activity millions of years ago, these subterranean features offer a unique refuge from the harsh Martian surface. Imagine being nestled beneath layers of Martian soil, shielded from the unrelenting radiation and extreme temperatures. The thick walls of these natural formations provide insulation, while their depth offers a buffer against the volatile surface conditions. But these natural wonders aren't merely places of shelter. They could serve as the very foundation of our Martian habitats. By integrating human-made structures with these natural features, we could create homes that are not only safer, but also more sustainable. Martian caves and lava tubes offer natural shelters that could shield inhabitants from radiation and temperature fluctuations, providing a potential blueprint for future habitats. Surviving on Mars requires a delicate balance of innovation, adaptation, and resilience. We've journeyed through the possibilities of what it takes to endure on this alien landscape, from creating heavily insulated habitats to cultivating food in controlled environments. We've touched on the importance of maintaining physical and mental health and the ingenious solutions the Martian environment itself might offer, such as natural shelters in caves and lava tubes. The harsh realities of Mars are undeniable, yet they are not insurmountable. With each hurdle, we're driven to push the boundaries of what we know, what we can create, and how we can adapt. It's a testament to human ingenuity and the indomitable spirit of exploration that drives us. Mars is not just a destination, it's an opportunity for us to prove that we are not confined to one planet. But with advances in technology and our unwavering determination, the dream of establishing a sustainable human presence on the red planet is within our grasp.